Hello, everybody. Um, Isaac Rooks here. You know who, or Rooks reviews, or Rooks verse, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm just gonna send this to a few people first. Invite, copy link. Yes, fuck you. Okay. Just give me a second. Da, da, da. There you go. There's the cunt. All right, just sending the link to a few people to see if they want to join or not. So here. Just all right. All right. Yeah. So hopefully someone's able to join soon, because I'm probably a terrible host, and no one's watching right now. Great. I might just what I might do is send the live stream link around on Twitter and all that, so that way people can watch it and shit. Oh shit, Indy's there. All right. Just stay. Welcome, man.
Yeah, nope.
Hey, man. How are you?
Not much, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Sorry if I was being a pain, but
No, you're not. Don't worry at all. Don't worry.
I was just getting desperate because no one was responding. I was like, "Fuck!" It was like 10 minutes. I was just like, "Yeah,
I get that.
yeah." It's just like I'm gonna be honest. I'm quite terrible at hosting live streams by myself. So
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Live and learn.
So any new projects you'd like to tell us about?
Well, for starters, the spinoff is probably going to be the Star Wars spinoff, which is in connection to a set of reviews done by Big Jack Films. Those are going to be on hold for the time being. I do have a Halloween special coming, and that might be the season. And that might be the season finale for season 4.
Is it the one? I don't mean if you don't want to spoil it, that's fine. Is it the one that me and a few other people are meant to be in?
Who?
The review.
The Lotus review? No. That's going to be its own side project.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's going to be a part. That's going to be a part of a series of projects / reviews called the Trilogy of Grief.
Oh God. Based on the fucking title alone, everyone in the review must fucking. I'm not gonna say it, but you get that. Yeah.
Isaac.
Yes. What?
I decided to make that based on actual events.
Oh. Right, the racism and the pedophilia. Right.
No. Worse.
What do you mean, fucking worse?
Someone in my family died, hence why I called it the Trilogy of Grief.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's all right. You didn't know. That's all right.
Micah Dances, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. So that makes a lot more sense now, because I was, yeah. But yeah. So that's gonna be its own. So that's gonna be a trilogy. Good to know.
Yeah, the first part in the trilogy is going to be a Fallout review, and that's where my character gets the news of what happened.
Mm.
And then the next one will be Spider-Man Lotus. Third one will be third one will be a comic review for a crossover review with a friend of mine. It's going to be called Soul War.
Mm.
And so there's that.
Yeah, I've been dealing with grief myself. My one of my family members passed away as well.
My condolences.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess we both have the same thing. Well, not same thing, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to happier shit. Yeah. So, you've been doing anything else, or have you just been chilling mostly?
I've been purchasing stuff for future projects. My green screen's gone.
Nice. Wait, gone?
It's knocked down, and it's right there, and it's going to take a while for that to be fixed.
So my green screen's knocked down as well, but that's more because when I bought the green screen, my green screen, it didn't come with the pole that's meant to have, when you put it up and all that. It didn't come with it, so it's just like, so for most of my green screen stuff, I've had to use glue tack to keep it up. And obviously that stopped working after a while. So I had to use my bathroom curtain to try and keep it up. And long story there, it's just like...
Bathroom curtain, eh?
Yeah, it got desperate.
Oh no, not complaining. It's just thinking.
Yeah, if you need to, we'll note. It was like, I'll show you actually. There's a so with these the ones I have, so we up here, you can like loop the ends through here. So like if that works with your curtain, the bathroom curtain, it might work. But you have to be like very careful about it because you don't want to ruin green screen or anything. You have to balance it just right. So
I get that.
So yeah, it works for me because I have a keen eye for that type of stuff because I've had to work with sketchy shit before, so it's just one of those things I just naturally know how to do.
Yeah.
The joys of being an internet critic.
Yep.
Okay, question. What's the worst thing you've ever reviewed?
Worst thing I've ever reviewed. I would argue Sonic Shoe number 0.
I mean,
without freaking hesitation.
The worst thing I've ever reviewed is probably Birdemic, Shock and Terror.
I'm still trying to review that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, what? Yeah, my character is called Indie Fan for a reason.
I thought that was like studio made, wasn't it?
Wait, what do you mean it was studio made?
I thought it was for years. Like, I thought it was just made by like a low budget studio or something.
Okay, Birdemic, Shock and Terror. Let's find this out. All right. Let's see. James Nugent. Summer Films. It's an independent film company.
Oh, I'm an idiot then. I was thinking it was released in theaters, so that's why I was confused. I was just like, sure, it had limited release, but still. Let me get corner. Then what?
Stick them up.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, man. I genuinely thought it was a studio made.
Don't worry, it was an honest mistake.
Yeah. By the way, since I've had to review it twice, you may be surprised by what I'm about to say, but if you do decide to review it, and if you need help with it, I'm down because I'll take any opportunity to talk about this piece of shit.
All right, I'd be glad to.
Because you know, the thing is, the reason I reviewed it twice is because my original review was gone because hacker assholes took it out of my original YouTube channel. Long story there. And then the second review, again, hacker assholes. I have a pattern with this type of shit. And so I just been the ultimate fuck. Yeah.
I just found out there's a documentary about the making of Birdemic.
Is there?
Yes.
Sorry. Let me laugh harder. That's fucking. Why the fuck would you? Okay, to be fair, it isn't it for this movie. Never.
It's done by Vice, no less. Holy shit!
Who?
It's a YouTube account called Vice.
Okay. Oh god, that's fucking insane. It's like not like a documentary of any infamous movie, even if it's good or bad.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many documentaries they've made like on YouTube channels like Channel Awesome or fucking Leafy or some shit? It's insane. Like they'll make documentary based on fucking anything. It's insanity to me. But you know.
Yeah.
But then again, drama gets views, so
that's true.
So have you been any other projects you working on or anything?
Yes, I am. I am working on the first of hopefully all 4 Halloween a Halloween special storyline, which involves a serial killer that has escaped from an asylum and is heading towards Indy Fame's location.
Michael Myers.
I'm sorry?
Michael Myers.
Well, I kind of based him off Michael Myers. Funny that you mentioned that.
I just thought of it instantly. I haven't even seen any of the Halloween movies. I haven't thought of it. It was just like,
okay.
Yes.
This will be a first time to educate you. Please do not repeat the same mistakes I did. Do not see the Rob Zombie films.
Got it. So watch the
suck. They are absolute like. The film is just loud, insufferable. It's an insult to the original source material. Oh, and here's the thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to the world of Rob Zombie's Halloween, everyone's either stupid, an asshole, or really, really well. I can't really say.
Just say it. I don't care.
You're not getting it out of me.
That bad, huh?
Yes, it is that film is that goddamn terrible. Just.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm checking my list that's in front of me now of movies I need to see. Halloween is not on that list. I might have to add it later.
Good. It's a really good one.
Yeah. So to be clear, the original movies, that's it.
The first one. The Halloween timeline's kind of different, similar to like Godzilla. Some of the Godzilla Toho timelines start with the first movie, then the Showa, or like there's another timeline where it's Godzilla, then the Heisei, and then there's the Millennium. Halloween is kind of like that, minus the Rob Zombie films, but we don't mention those.
Okay.
Like the original timeline, and there's like a new timeline that was like from 2018. The Halloween Kills, but I heard it wasn't the best, but it can't be as bad as say Rob Zombie.
Which timeline do you recommend? Just for future notice.
Just the first one. The first one's as good as is. Just
the first one. So don't even bother with the sequels.
Yeah, you don't really need to. They're not bad. You just don't really need to.
Oh, all right. I'll add Halloween to the list now. That's fun. I'll worry about it later. But God, that reminds me. I need to watch Nightmare on Elm Street eventually.
You should do that too.
Yeah, that's on my list, I think. Yep, that's on the list. I have a whole list in front of me of like what movies I need to watch. I haven't even gotten to half of them yet.
I get that.
It's just time, you know.
Yeah.
I want to know your thoughts on a certain franchise. Fast and Furious. What are your thoughts on it?
I saw the first 2, love them. I'm trying to see the rest of them.
Okay, I must say, it gets stupid after a while.
I ain't complaining.
You want to know how stupid it gets?
To the point they go to space.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, they go to space in a fucking car. Which apparently, because I watched it, I'm like a Fast and Furious purist, and by purist I mean like I watch all the movies and I can quote the first movie alone. So like hell, I can even do Vin Diesel's voice.
Funny you should mention that, because I thought about maybe for a future project I'd have you and your friends like be being a sort of team up in a storyline for my show. If you guys are up for it.
Oh, I'm up for it. I'll talk to my team and see what they think.
I'd like that.
I can tell you right now, Jono's up for anything. The new guy on the team, there's a new guy on the team named Briggsy. He's playing the new character named Agent Arthur. He's probably up for anything too. The one that I might have to convince is Logan, aka Dungeon Board, or whatever the fuck he wants to call himself. But yeah,
take your time.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely talk to my team and see what they think.
Okay.
But I will say this, particularly with Logan, he'll want to like make sure his character gets right, because me and him are very, obviously, you know, I'm protective of my character, so is he. So
hey, I'm the same way with mine.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, just yeah, you know, so yeah. Obviously, you probably won't want to tell me on the public live stream what it's about, but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's gonna be for for my friend's show. There's gonna be this big climax in an ice island.
Ice Island.
Yeah.
Someone will need the green screen for this.
Well, you're probably gonna need to put it in a car.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. All right. So you want us to drive in a car and just like.
No, I don't want you to drive a car. No. I don't.
No. I know what you mean, but it's just no. I mean, I'm talking in universe. I mean.
Yeah, basically, you guys are gonna pull a Fast and Furious.
Yes, I'm in. I don't care. I will force at least two of them. I will force at least Jono to do it. I don't care if the other two say no. I will. Tim. Thing is, fuck. I'm in.
All right.
I am convinced. One more thing. One thing. I do have a condition. However, I have to quote at least one Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Yeah, and that's the only condition I have, is that I have to do Fast and Furious.
Okay then.
And I get to do Vin Diesel's voice at least once.
All right. Will do.
Deal? Yeah, I'm in. This is gonna be fun as hell. So you said it's for a friend's show, right?
Yes.
Dean?
Yeah, he's a good friend.
I figured. I couldn't think of who else would, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely up for it at least. Even if no one else is, I'm definitely up for it.
Okay.
Because that sounds fun as hell. That's fun as hell. Okay, that's gonna be. I'm guessing it's for his season finale.
Yes, for his first season finale, it's gonna be like this big fight.
Oh, so what you're telling me is we're gathering up everybody.
Well, almost everyone. We can't get Jack or all that stuff.
Oh, obviously, because Jack's one of the most busy motherfuckers on the planet.
And not to mention, his fight is much bigger than ours.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm definitely in, man. Even if no one else is, I'll fucking do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's gonna be fun as hell.
Oh yeah.
Because I reckon Jono might do it, because he will he loves to quote the first. He loves the first one, hates the sequels, so that might be able to be fun.
All right.
So I reckon I know we're talking well live right now, but I don't care. Um, I know one thing we should do is that Jono will. I'll probably get Jono to like be like, hey, I hate, you know, why this is so late. Why can't we just do a street race like the first movie or something? That has to be a joke because that's general insanity. And, you know, think of him as Roman basically. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
It'll be fun as hell.
Uh,
I haven't been this excited for a crossover in my life. Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. I was pretty excited about when you asked me to do the Battle Toronto stuff.
oh, trust me.
Trust
Since you
and
saw some of your stuff, I really thought collabing with you guys more.
really,
Yep.
you must like my content then.
Well, anyone that makes their content have more people in their content and make it more epic and have like a big storyline, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm definitely All right. Question. Since you clearly seen my content recently, what do you like about it?
I probably like John mostly because mostly because of the locations you go to. I gotta respect you for that.
That's Jono's thing, but we hit all the most of the locations in our videos because of him. He knows his way around town, and hell, even outside of town. We go outside of town mostly to shoot stuff because, we particularly want to do this sort of thing because the thing is, I'm one of those people that likes shooting in real locations more than green screen.
That's fine.
Like I'm one of those people that genuinely likes to get the get the general like hell. And Tim's actually sorry, I don't, he doesn't fucking mind, but he has he actually is a independent local film guy. Actually, he actually most of the shot, those like unique shot ideas that like we've been able to do in the past. His idea. He's the main. He's the main cinematographer. I will say this straight up. He's the main cinematographer of our channel because he knows what he's doing. I mostly just most of the time I give him the fucking camera and I let him do what needs to be done.
Okay.
It's just one of those things where we're just good at it, sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Like we all do what we're good at. Like he's good at cinematography and being stupid. I'm good at like reviews and well, hopefully I'm good at reviews, but I'm also good at like having doing these larger scale stories while condensing them down to a reasonable amount. Logan's good at being the snarky guy. We haven't figured out what Briggsy's good at yet, but we'll see what happens. He's still new to this.
All right.
But yeah, I definitely so I've noticed that like pretty much everybody like I've been getting a lot. I will say this: I've been getting a lot of compliments lately from my storytelling and stuff like that, which is cool. I don't see. I'll take the compliment. I'll take the compliment. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like I genuinely. Sometimes I'm like, do I deserve the compliments? You know what I mean? Like the self doubt shit.
Yeah, I get that. I was once that way too.
Yeah. I've had compliments from people like Jack, and when Jack compliments me, and I'm not sure if you feel the same way, but when he compliments you, it's fucking legit. because like despite I will say this, Jack is one of those dudes that like I will happily like collaborate with any time, even if it is for like one stupid scene. But he's cool. I genuinely could. Like the thing is, with you and Jack in particular, I feel so lucky to be given what I've been given because honestly, being a part of the Reviewerverse is something that it's just a gift that keeps on giving, and I enjoy every single minute of it. And sure, and being involved in any capacity is absolutely thrilling to me, and I hope it gets to the point where I can't physically do it anymore. That's how much I've enjoyed it so far.
Oh yeah.
You ever feel that way where you're just like you just enjoy what you're doing and you don't really care what happens next? You're just like,
well, yeah, but Yeah, but also at the same time, it can be a bit pressuring from time to time.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean,
I try to at least post one video a week, but
same here, but Jack gave me this one piece of advice back when I was doing season 2.
yeah.
Have work on a review, have it unlisted, have it ready for every Thursday, and just keep working on the next one, working on the next one, working on the next one, working on the next one. And I had videos ready for several months.
Damn.
Oh man.
I'm guessing Dean's happy.
Oh yeah.
So what made Dean want me in particular anyway?
Actually, he didn't ask you, I kind of did.
Okay. So you recommended him to me. Well, the other way around, but you get what I mean.
Well, I will.
Oh, cool. But yeah, I'm definitely up for it, man, because that sounds fun.
All right.
That definitely sounds fun as hell. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely yeah. Have you been having, you know how, so yeah, a lot of I will say this, a lot of the time I just actually just do whatever I can to make my show bigger as possible. And it really but at the same time you gotta like work with your budget because, you know, it's just like to me the thing is that's why I mainly focus on my stories on being grounded, because it's very much because I enjoy the I've always noticed that I enjoy the more grounded storytelling of, like, let's say, like, for example, Captain America or Daredevil or something like that, more than like the multiverse stuff like Doctor Strange or whatever. That's just me though.
All right.
But yeah, yeah. Yeah, so so is it fuck. I'm just excited now. Okay. What's one YouTuber that you would love to meet above everyone else?
Linkara. Hands down Linkara.
For me, it's James Rolfe. For me, I'd love to either meet James Rolfe or I would love to meet Erod.
Same here.
Erod seems cool. Like, despite the shit he gets sometimes, it's just like, I don't care. I don't care. It's like, you know, I think obviously most people have backed off now, considering like what happened with his, I'm not going to mention it, but you get what I mean. But yeah, I think James Rolfe to me is like, he started the fucking reviewerverse. If it wasn't for him, none of us would have a fucking YouTube life at all. I think, because he was like the Iron Man of the reviewerverse, where he was the one that started everything, and it's probably gonna die with him, honestly. I mean, probably not, but you know, it's definitely gonna peak when he's gonna definitely peak after these, because I might be sad the day we're gonna retire Zach.
Yeah,
that's gonna be sad as hell. Speaking of Linkara, I mean, no, well, we weren't talking about Linkara still. Have you seen this latest episode yet?
Deja Vu, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I'm talking about Linkara's latest episode of what was it? Death Knights, whatever the fuck.
Hang on. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay, love you. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, I think it's just when you put the camera down, your laptop down, it might just, you know. So, how's hmm, any other projects or just those ones you mentioned already?
The, for season 6, I'm thinking about doing another storyline.
Season 6. Bro, are you thinking about season 6?
Well, season 6 is going to tie into Dean's season 1 finale. Given I have a lot on my plate because I have to do saber effects for Jack. I have to do miniature effects for Dean's next episode.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, for me, it's more editing everyone else. One of my team's videos because, well, they some are lazy, some don't have the tech necessary to do it. So it's just left up to me. So I don't mind, of course, but it's just like, you know, I that kind of like gets me. That kind of like the thing. I enjoy editing, so I don't really give a shit. Editing for me is one of the most fun parts. Um, hmm.
All right. So, um, any future projects for Isaac and Co?
Ooh, okay. Yes, there is. My current storyline is building up to one of those projects. Actually,
Oh, neat.
it's gonna be my 5 year anniversary special. It's gonna be a little Civil War type thing.
Oh,
So
congrats.
thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a 5 year anniversary, and then we just me and Logan were talking about this for a while because we've seen the movie Captain America: Civil War, and now I've read the comic actually recently. That the film's based on. And we both were like, let's parody. Like we were just like, let's mock. Like let's do Civil War, but our characters are actually mature about it. So like, we don't actually instantly fight, and we just like. So it's basically like a parody of like action movies and shit, of like versus movies. So I think that could be funny. But I'm taking my time with the script because I don't want to fuck it up.
Hmm.
What's another project? Yeah. What's another project? I'm trying to think. Like, there's so many projects in my that I have ideas for. Although this is a project I want to do, but it's a matter of finding a time for. It's I have a multiverse idea. I have like an idea for a multiverse type thing. But then again, it's more pulling it off. That's like, yeah. So I'm taking so the multiverse idea. I would take inspiration from Spider Verse, where like but the idea is that like in most universes the canon event is my character being alone, like has to be alone and suffer alone and stuff like that. And obviously my character's like, no, fuck you, I'm not doing that shit. So it's just like one of those things where it's just like it's an idea I've had for a while, and I really want to. That was originally going to be my 5 year anniversary special, but I was like, I can't pull that off in the budget I have. So, but yeah. Mm. So yeah, that's pretty much the main projects at the moment. Well, the main project Civil War, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Uh, uh,
Mm.
well, I actually can't wait to see it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying the video so far because you know I've definitely been taking people's advice by taking more time with it and like trying to like perfect certain projects. And I have had to like make decisions like cutting certain people from the project because obviously I wanted to, I want to make it perfect, or at least as perfect as I can make it anyway.
All right.
But yeah, so how's So you've been I will admit, I'm still. It may sound weird because we've known each other for like 2 years, but sometimes I get really nervous talking to you because it's just like it's like you and Jack in particular, like like pedestals. I never thought I'd be able to grab.
Oh, please. I don't want to be on that pedestal. I'm just another regular guy. I am nothing near the grade of Jack's stuff. I'm like, I'm like 437 subscribers for crying out loud, whereas Jack
True.
has like much, 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 much more than I do.
To be fair, I never thought I was going to be able to do major crossovers at all. When I was 15, I thought I was going to doing another line, but now I'm able to collaborate with you and like be part of your storyline. It's like I can't get over how exciting it is. I don't know why, but it's just like I just can't get over it.
Yeah.
It's to me, it just feels cool. Like it feels like I'm part of the cool kids now. not that I haven't been part of the cool kids before. It's just it's very. Very much.
Please. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, although I don't want to be considered one of the cool kids. I'm just another guy making my content going from point A to point B. Oh.
Sorry, sir. Ooh, yeah. It's. I'm just saying it's cool, man. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
It feels awesome to be a part of something bigger, which something I've always wanted, but I never thought I'd get it. So this is cool to me. But yeah, you been so? Is there any major? So, have you been just? Have you been any new characters that you're working on?
Funny you should mention that. For the Halloween Smith project, I'm gonna be there is a serial killer character named Martin Grimm.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he didn't really have the best childhood. And in fact, the way he was conceived, I can't really say.
Yeah, I could think of it right now. I'm not gonna say it, but I get what you're saying.
And because of that, he was horribly mistreated by his mother to the point that he snapped and basically unalived her. Then he was brought in by his crazy right-wing parents. And the moment he learned about what happened, he didn't take it too kindly, so he set the house on fire with both of them in it. And went on a massive killing spree at his school at the time. And it wasn't with any pew-pews.
So it was with him.
So it was with big pointy things.
Yeah. I'm sorry to do the stuff, but it looked like,
Yeah, he took the slasher route. Then he got arrested, obviously, and was confined to an asylum for God knows how long. Then somehow he escaped, which will be revealed at the end, but I'm not going to say.
Yep. There's one project that not one project, but this is my character's backstory. One idea I've always had, and I've always wanted to do it, but it's just a matter of finding time for it. And by the way, this backstory is set in stone. I'm going to do it eventually. Where my character had to raise himself because how my character's parents kind of just left when I was a baby. When my character was a baby, and just my character was alone his entire life, didn't even know who his family was, and that's where this integral backstory into it, and I really want to explore it one day, but it's about to find the time for it.
All right.
Yeah, so I think that's I've always wanted to explore intricate, complicated stories like that because of my personal life that I'm not going to mention publicly, but
that's your business.
Yeah, so it's just due to personal issues, and I really want to explore it in a way where I can hopefully not resolve it, but at least give myself relief, if that makes sense.
All right.
So yeah, it's definitely something I want to do eventually. It's just a matter of finding the right moment and the right time for it.
Okay.
Um, and I will say this. I is there a specific character that you've made that was based on another character from another series, or no, or is it all completely original?
Um, when it comes to Jake, I kind of based him off the dude from The Big Lebowski.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when it comes to Crocodile, the idea for that was Dean had this reptile mask that you saw there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I thought about having a funny Goldar parody.
Yep.
It was, and for the longest time before he became official,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he was meant to just be a neighbor, but have like an evil twin who's basically more like Goldar.
Yep.
But over time, Dean insisted that he became his own villain and base and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And another idea I had was he was originally supposed to be like he was born on Earth, but then got disowned down the street. But Dean gave him the more alien origin.
Yeah.
And I also had this idea for like someone who was abusive to their partner in high school, but didn't really exactly let go, and dare I say, pretty obsessive with them. So that's how I got the idea of Crocodile.
Yeah. One of my characters, Chris Omar, I think if you might have seen him, but who knows? That the idea for that character was based on, believe it or not, Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Just I wanted to make this character the biggest cunt of all time, like the biggest asshole on the face of the planet. And I thought, who can I take inspiration from? Then I immediately thought of Joffrey. So it was very much.
All right.
So it was very much a sure. It's somewhat of a parody of Joffrey from Game of Thrones, but I wanted to make it more modern. That's why he's always wearing a fucking suit.
All right.
So he's just like this. So I like to think that like the Homo fam that sounds wrong, but you get the idea. Like Chris's family are like rich and like they're powerful as shit, and his father especially is really powerful, and Chris is like going to riding the coattails of his father. So it's very much a one of those situations where it's like, think of it like if Kingpin had a family, basically.
All right.
Like that sort of thing. It's like I have so many ideas for like how to explore these characters, but it's just a matter of finding how to do it and the right time to do it. So yeah. It's always I find it ever since I was a kid, I've always found it fun to write characters, to make up characters in my head. Or hell, even just play characters like I'd get like me and my friends and my brother just to play role play characters. Not in that way. Just make, but
I didn't mention it. I didn't say anything.
Good. Just in the way it's like how kids would play that pretend to be their favorite characters. We would always do that, and sometimes we'd even make up our own characters. It was just one of those things that was like find. I always found fun, and I thought, and I never grew out of it. So I was just like, yeah, screw it. I'm gonna. That's why I started YouTube because, well, one, I got inspired by Nostalgia Critic and all that to make reviews, but also then eventually I was like, screw it. I'm gonna make my own character and my own series and lore. So
yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I very much. I've always wanted an outlet to tell stories that come up in my head, and now I have it. So that's nice. Well, what's funny?
Nothing. Just looking back. All right. I do have a few. I have a prop. I have a prop that was made for the Halloween special. Shall I show you?
Yeah, sure.
This is going to be the axe for the serial killer.
Holy shit! That looks awesome.
Yeah, here's what I did was actually just had ripped up or cut open chunks of foam, glue around it, paint the connections red, and have the rest silver. As for the bone handle, what I basically did was paint that white to give the look of bone, and have like this fleshy, paint all the stuff red to give the illusion of flesh.
Damn, that looks awesome, man. You're pretty clever, like making up new props and stuff. I gotta say that.
This was made out of EVA foam. The eyes are made out of small bath bomb containers.
Mm.
I have a lot of them, but I mean, it wasn't for naught.
Yeah,
they would serve me pretty well. And this was made from an actual axe handle from a hardware store.
really?
Yep.
Oh,
it just didn't have the axe blade, so I'm not going to use an actual axe to hurt people.
Obviously, you don't want to kill someone with it.
Yeah, I'm not getting charged for manslaughter.
I'm not going to. It's like the saying goes. I'm not going back to jail.
I can't go back to jail.
Right?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Cool. Because even though you and I probably grew up with similar stuff, it's just like I don't want to assume because the saying goes, assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
Some of my age, I have some of the oldest quotes. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah, I get that.
Then again, it's probably I know a lot of older people that like told me these quotes and stuff like that, and like why is it advice and stuff. So that's probably it.
Oh yeah.
Is there any film or like it doesn't have to be fan film specifically, but it could be anything. Is there any piece of media, piece of like a show, movie, whatever it may be, that you're excited for that's coming out?
I don't know.
Yeah. Fair enough. For me, honestly, a lot of projects I could give less of a shit about. Like a lot of them are just like saying the same shit every fucking time. It's like at this point, I'm just like make something original for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not even like in my 30s yet, and I feel bitter about the way Hollywood is. I feel bitter that, like all my favorite childhood stuff, like all my childhood heroes and childhood franchises and stuff like that, are getting rebooted and they're being made shit or worse. So it's just like, yeah. And hell, I've even disliked movies that a lot of fucking people like. Like for example, I dislike TMNT Mayhem with a fucking passion. TMNT Mayhem, I've always ever since I watched it, I just could not stand it. It was so, I don't know, it wasn't for me. It really wasn't. It was just one of those things for me. It just was not for me whatsoever. Yeah, this is for me. I just really don't. Like, a lot of modern projects are just ruining things from my childhood, and I really don't like that. So, you reckon?
Take your time.
Sorry. Any plan? Just a plan shot in the dark. But any plans for the 10-year anniversary that's coming up in a few years?
I don't know yet. That's going to take a while.
I mean, fair enough.
So, what about you?
For 10 years, yeah, I got nothing.
All right. I gotta get ready for some stuff. So, thanks for having me.
No problem, man.
Right.
Feel free to come back anytime.
All right. Well, this is Light Post Film signing off, and have a good rest of your day.
See ya. All right. All right. I'm probably gonna do this. Unless if anyone else joins, I might. If no one else joins, I might end up. No. No problem at all. No problem at all. But yeah, yeah, I'm probably gonna end this too because I have stuff to do. So, see ya. One button. Bye.